Hey, what is going on, Pokemaniacs? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lucario Man, and today we're gonna be diving into the team that I drafted for the new league that I'm gonna be a part of, and it is called the IDL, which stands for Intercontinental Draft League. And I'm actually very excited for this particular team, which I will be introducing to you guys on team predictions. I'm very excited because I think it's a very strong team, the one that I have built, even though that I was sniped 1 or 2 times throughout the entire draft process. I feel like the team came out really nice. And alright guys, so for the week number 1, I am really feeling the pressure because my opponent, he's the captain of the Canadian Cerulogist, and I believe that this is a very strong trainer overall. His name is Zach Mender, so I'm really nervous, to go up against him. I believe that I have faced him before, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. However, in some of the leagues that he participates, he always does really good, so that's why I'm really nervous to face up against him. And in case you guys don't know, I have actually revealed all of the Pokemon that I drafted as I was drafting them. I revealed all those in social media. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna leave it up here. So please go ahead and follow me there. To find out news about the channel and just about my life in general. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into team previews and team predictions. Alright guys, here we are. So the team on the left is my own, and then the team on the right is my opponent's team. So I'm gonna be introducing first the rock solid Terrakion. I'm really excited for this Pokemon because he hits really fast and he can hit really hard. He can get the sword stance to increase the attack even more. He gets the Stone Edge, close combat. He can even learn the quick attack, if I need some priority move. So I'm actually very excited that this guy has joined the team. Next, I'm gonna introduce to you my first Terra Captain, being the Revabroom. So Revabroom, he can be a very threatening Pokemon, with the shift gear. He also learns the high horsepower, so I will be looking forward to making this guy a Terra Ground. He also gets Parting Shot, he gets Toxic, he gets quite a lot of really nice moves. The only downside to this Pokemon is that he can be really predictable, and opponents, they can decide to bring the Mirror Herb against him, so that's one of the things that I really need to look out for. Next, I'm gonna be introducing to you all the Espeon. So I drafted Espeon because I needed another Pokemon that could take Psychic types, besides the Grimmsnarl. And Espeon, that's what it does. He can be really bulky if I invest a lot of effort values into the HP. But the Espeon, she has 125 of special attack and gets 110 of speed, which I think is really good. So Espeon will definitely be hitting my opponent's Pokemon really hard throughout the entire league. Next, I got the Grimmsnarl, who can be a support Pokemon 9 times out of 10. He learns the Thunder Wave. He gets the screens, he gets the Spirit Break, he gets the Parting Shot, and with the Prankster ability, he will always be going first. So I'm actually very excited to use the Grimmsnarl in this league. Next, I'm gonna be introducing the Fortress. You all know Fortress. I have drafted him in multiple leagues, so he gets all the hazards. He gets Volt Switch, he gets Rapid Spin, he gets Thunder Wave. There's just so many things that I can do with the Fortress, honestly. Next, I'm gonna introduce to you all the Talonflame. So Talonflame, he can fill multiple roles. He can be a support Pokemon, he can be a little bit of a defensive Pokemon with the Will-O-Wisp and the Flame Body. The Talonflame can also be an attacker, so I'm really looking forward to perhaps use him in an offensive manner. Next, we have Quagsire, you know, my second defensive Pokemon here. So with his really good typing of water and grass, you know, I think that combination is really good for bulkiness. Obviously, I need to be on the lookout for grass types, but overall, I think the Quagsire is a really great Pokemon, you know, because he learns the Toxic. If I want to increase the defenses even more, in combination with a Unaware ability, I can do with the Stockpile. I can go for Protect, you know, to increase the damage of the Toxic. I can go for a Chilling Water. I can even go for Spikes. So the Quagsire will be a great addition to my team. As a second Terra Captain, I decided to go for the Arboliva because I needed a normal, and I also really needed a grass type Pokemon, so I think Arboliva fills that role perfectly. And let's not forget that the Arboliva can set up the grassy terrain once it's been hit by a move. So, an Arboliva, she can be really bulky and she learns a lot of offensive moves. So I'm actually really excited as well for the Arboliva to be a part of my team. Next, I will be introducing to you all the Drifloon. I'm actually very nervous for this guy because I have never used the Drifloon before. However, I've seen it do some incredible sweeps because it does have the Unburden ability, which for those of you who don't know what it does, once the Drifloon uses an item, that will automatically double the speed of the Drifloon, and then I think it also gets the Calm Mind. Or perhaps, I think I've seen it, if it doesn't have a Calm Mind, I think it does. When I saw it, it might have had the weakness policy. So I think Drifloon has a lot of utility. You know, he can also be a defensive Pokemon because the Drifloon has 150 HP. And he also gets the Will-O-Wisp, so that is very, very powerful in my opinion. Last but not least, we got the Komala right here, you know, who is another support Pokemon. He gets the Yawn, he gets the Wish, Rapid Spin, the Knockoff, the U-Turn. There's just so many things that I can do with the Komala. I have drafted him before, so I'm very excited to have the Komala back in my team. Alright guys, let's move on to my opponent's team. So he's got the Esself, the SINISTCHA, who is his Terra Captain, the Sandy Shocks, the Registeel, the Azumarill, the Overqwil, the Vivillon, which is a Pokemon that I'm really concerned for. He has the Hitmontop, the Magmar, and I don't know the name of that cocoon looking Pokemon. Alright, so right off the bat, I think that my opponent is gonna be bringing the Asself as an offensive Pokemon, perhaps with a nasty plot. I also think that as a Terra Captain, my opponent will be bringing the SINISTCHA. More than likely, he's gonna be either a Terra Ghost or a Terra Grass. We'll see which one my opponent decides to bring. Next, I think that my opponent will be bringing the Registeel as a support Pokemon. You know, he might be looking to do some Thunder Waves or Stealth Rock. We'll see. I don't think he's gonna bring Stealth Rock because he knows that I have so many ways to get rid of hazards. Therefore, he won't be bringing hazards. But that's just my prediction. He could. I don't know. But another Pokemon that he's going to be bringing, I think, is the Overqwil. The Overqwil is going to be setting up the Intimidate. He can learn the Taunt. He can also do a Toxic Spikes. There's just so many options that the Overqwil can provide to my opponent. So that's another Pokemon that I really want to get rid of early on in the match. Next, the Vivillon. I think my opponent is going to be bringing the Vivillon to counter the Quagsire, you know, because the Vivillon learns the Giga Drain, and that's just going to one-hit KO the Quagsire, and he also learns the Vivillon learns the Quiver Dance, you know, which will increase the special attack and the speed. But yeah, I think the Vivillon is gonna be a Pokemon that's gonna threaten a lot of things on my team. Next, I'm kinda... So I feel like my opponent is gonna bring the Hitmontop to get rid of any potential hazards. However, with the current team that I'm seeing, or that I'm predicting my opponent bringing, I think he's gonna be looking to bring the, perhaps the Azumarill, because the Azumarill brings the Sap Sipper, you know, so it's gonna give it an immunity to grass types. The Azumarill can also hit my my Terrakia, you know, because the Azumarill gets the Aqua Jet. And then he also gets the Play Rough, so it can hit my Grimmsnarl for super effective damage. So I think that's why he's gonna be bringing the Azumarill. And me, I'm just gonna go ahead and reveal the team that I'm gonna be bringing. So I'm gonna bring the Terrakion, both my Terra Captains, the Quagsire, the Drifloon, and my support Pokemon being the Grimmsnarl. So for the Grimmsnarl, I'm actually not gonna be bringing the dual screens. Instead, I'm gonna bring like the Sucker Punch, the Spirit Break. I will also be bringing for, you know, support the Parting Shot, and then I'm also gonna be bringing the Thunder Wave. And so yeah, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the battle.
Oh, I'm unbeatable. Walking down this endless highway, nothing but my friends beside me. We'll never give in, we'll never rest. Advanced battle is the ultimate test for me.
Alright then, guys, so my opponent brings the Azumarill, the Aself, the Overquill, the SINISTCHA, the Registeel, and then the Sandy Shocks. I have to tell my opponent what my Terras are. Alright, guys, let's see, who can my opponent lead with? Let us see. Alright, I'm gonna lead with my Dreadlock. Normally I try not to be as predictable, but I don't see any other choice. Alright, let's see. So my opponent is gonna start with the Aself. This guy, do I want to Sucker Punch or Thunder Wave? I'm gonna Thunder Wave it. Oh, he's gonna retreat. Alright, fair enough. Who is he gonna bring? Spiky. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. It doesn't... Oh, okay. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Alrighty. What should I do? I think I'm gonna go for a Quagmire and then go for Spikes or maybe a Chilling Water. Yeah. Alright, here's my Quagmire, Barbarush. Alright, that's not gonna do much. Who can my opponent go for? Ooh, the SINISTCHA. Should I Toxic? Yeah, I'm gonna Toxic right here. Oh, he's gonna taunt me. Wow. That is really, really amazing. Alright. I was not expecting that, honestly. What should I do here? Alright, I'm gonna Chilling Water, I guess. Alright, he's gonna retreat. Who is he gonna go into? Mario Fan 2127. Okay, fair enough. Alright, that's not gonna do anything, unfortunately. Alright, let's go into my Arboliva right here. And then he's a Terra Ghost. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go into my Arboliva. And since I'm a Assault Vest, I think I'm in a really good spot right here. Much gotcha. What does that do? Alright. Should I Hypervolt or Leaf Storm? I'm gonna Alluring Voice right here. Alright, my opponent is gonna retreat. That's a very smart play on my opponent's part. Okay, here comes the Spiky. He's gonna get the Intimidate. How much is this gonna do? Oh, that does a lot of damage. Let's go into the Quagmire once again. Alrighty, so there's my retreat. Here comes the Quagmire Barbrage. Alright, that's not gonna do anything. Let's see. Oh, I'm having a lot of issues with my damn is he gonna go for a taunt? I think so. I'm just gonna stay in and go for a Chilling Water. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Damn, I kinda regret not putting the herb power on here. But I didn't do it because of the I knew the terrain was gonna weaken the herb power. Let's see. Is he gonna go for the SINISTCHA? SINISTCHA. Do I risk it and go for the Dreadlock? Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. Alright. What's my opponent gonna go for? Damn. I was not expecting that, honestly. That sucks. That truly sucks. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, the grassy terrain is gone. I'm gonna go into the Quagmire. Yeah, I think that was a really good play on my opponent's part once again, you know, not being as predictable. Alright. Oh, he gets the poison. That sucks. Does he go for the switch now? Maybe. Just maybe. Do I go for my Venomotor? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, he's now gonna retreat. That's very good on my opponent's part, honestly. Alright, here comes the SINISTCHA. Then here's my Venomotor. Alrighty, should I shift gear right here? I don't know. Yeah, let's shift gear. Why not? Like, I think my opponent is like good enough to see this coming, and I wouldn't be surprised if he brought a Mirror Herb or something. Alright, so my opponent will Terra right here. Oh, I wonder if this is gonna be the Mirror Herb. Damn, perhaps I should have Terra here and go for a Terra Blast. Okay, so this is not the Mirror Herb. How much is this gonna do? Oh! He gets the kill! I was not expecting that. That is insane. Wow, this is the first surprise of the battle, guys, like no doubt. Let's see. Should I herb power here or leaf storm? You know what? I'm gonna herb power here. Alright, so there's the retreat. I think that's choice specs. Alright, there's the spiky. This herb power should do a lot. Oh, not enough to get the kill, unfortunately. Alright, I'm gonna go for my Quagmire. Alright, here's my Quagmire. There's the Barb Barrage. That's gonna do a lot more than I want. Should I spikes or chilling water? I'm just gonna chilling water. There's the retreat. That really sucks. Selling cosplay. Okay, fair enough. Alright, there's the drop in attack. Let's recover right here. Play rough. Oh, do I miss? Yeah, alright. I avoided. Good stuff. Here's the recover. Okay. Alrighty. That poison damage is really annoying. Alright, I'm gonna spikes right here. Trailblaze. Okay, I was not expecting that, honestly. Alright, he's gonna get hurt by the Rocky Helmet. This is not looking good at all. This is not looking good at all. Alright, let's go for a chilling water. Play rough. Okay. Alright, there's the Rocky Helmet. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna go for my Dreadlock and then go for a Spirit Break. Alright, so here's this. Let us Spirit Break. Or should I Thunder Wave? Yeah, I'm gonna Thunder Wave instead. Alrighty. Can I get the Paralyzed right here? Alright, good stuff. Alrighty. Let's see. Things are not looking great for me right here. Let's see. Should I float main? No, not yet. Let's Spirit Break. How much is this gonna do? Alright, a good amount. Alright, I do get another para. That's pretty good. Damn, alright, let's Parting Shot right here. He's gonna withdraw. He doesn't want to risk it. Big Boom. Who is that? Okay, that's the Registeel. Alright, good stuff. Clear Body. Come on, really? Alright, that is not good at all. Alright, let's just Thunder Wave right here. Alright, so there's the big boom, paralyzed already, and this seems to be a special attacker. Alrighty. There is the recovery. Should I Sucker Punch or what should I go into? Let's go into the float mare right here. Alright, there she is. Flash cannon. How much is this gonna do? Oh, that does a lot more than I want. Let's Hex right here. Alright, this should do about 20%, I think. Oof, not even. Oh boy, not even 20%. That sucks. Let's Hex Maniac once again. Alrighty. Thunder Wave. Oof. Damn. My opponent is playing really good right now. Let's see. He might go for the Sandy Shock. And I mean, even if he goes for a Flash Cannon, I don't think that should do a lot. Alright. I get a free switch in. That's pretty good. Let's Earth Power right here. How much is this gonna do? Alright, enough for the kill. Alright, good stuff. I mean, now the Arvaliva is my only Terra Captain, unfortunately. Alright, here comes the landmine. Ooh. Alright, let us Leaf Storm, I guess. Body Press. Oh, that does a lot of damage. That's very smart on my opponent's part. I mean, I think that's why he's one of the strongest draft players I know, you know, because he really preps for this types of matchups, you know, like he really analyzes what the opponent might bring and preps according to that. So here's the Asolf. Alright, let me go for the Dreadlock right here. Alright, what's my opponent gonna go for? Alright, here's the Dreadlock. Dazzling Gleam. That's a very good prediction on my opponent's part. Should I Sucker Punch? Yeah, let's Sucker Punch. If he decides to go for something else, dang it, I should have seen that coming. Spiky. Alright, is he gonna die to the... Yep, there you go. Alright. He dies to the spikes. Alright, so there's the leftovers recovery. The recovery of the terrain already took place. Oh, here comes the Azumarill. Let's Spirit Break. Hopefully that's gonna be enough for the kill. Aqua Jet. Oh, that doesn't get the kill. Will this get the kill? Alrighty. Alright, that does get the kill. Alrighty, so my opponent has, what, 2 Pokemon left? Alright, here's the Asolf, and then he's also got... what should I do? Should I paralyze this girl, or should I Sucker Punch? Alright, let's Sucker Punch, and then hope to get the kill. Oh, I don't get the kill. Alright, that's a Dazzling Gleam. Alrighty, unfortunately, the Asolf outspeeds the Terrakion. That sucks. All I need is to hit a Hex, I think. Alright, he's gonna retreat. Can I hit this Hex on the Terra Captain? That would be amazing, honestly. Alright, he's gonna get hurt by the spikes. Oh. That's really smart. Like, my opponent is playing this very, very amazingly. There's no other way to put it. Do I clear Smog or do I go for another Hex? Alright, let's go for another Hex. Calm Mind, oh my goodness. I kinda thought about going for a clear Smog. Can I hit it? How much is this? Alright, that does a good amount. Let us go for a clear Smog right about now. Strength Sap, dang it. How much is that gonna give it back? Not that much, I hope. Oof. Alright, but this is gonna reset the stats. Let's Hex. Shadow Ball. How much is this gonna do? Oh, that does a lot, unfortunately. How much is the Aftermath gonna do? What? Oh, it has to make direct contact. Dang it, I did not know that. Alright, so right here, I have to go for the Terrakion. And then I gotta go for a Stone Edge and hope that I hit it. Alright, I will hit it. Is that enough for the kill? No, it won't. Dang it. Strength Sap. Fudge. That sucks. That means he's gonna be getting a lot of HP back. Alright. Let's go for Arboliba. Alright, here's the Arboliba. Machagacha. Alright, that won't do much. Oh, he gets the burn. Oh, that sucks. That truly sucks. Alright, I'm just gonna Terra and then go for the Alluring Voice because why not? Alright, let's see how much this is gonna do. Alright, there's the Calm Mind. Alright, this is gonna suck. Alright, here's the Alluring Voice. Come on. Alright, I do get the Confusion. Okay. Let's see. What should I go for now? Okay. Leaf Storm? Nah, I just gotta keep going for an Alluring Voice. Alright, is it gonna hit itself? It won't. Dang it! Alright, I think that's GG, honestly. Boom, down goes the Arboliva. You know what, I'm actually okay with this outcome, to be honest. I feel like my opponent really had to work for the win. And I was actually not expecting to do this good, honestly. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, let's Stone Edge. How much can I do? Alright. Snapped out of the confusion. No. Alright, there's the shadow ball. Can I live it? Come on, live it. That was a critical. Dang it. Alright, it is what it is. GG's to my opponent, and thank you all so much for sticking around and watching. See ya!